All right, so we all know about the lack of motivation. Let's get started. So there's a lot of little things to take care of. I think what I've decided is to work from the top down. It's a nice hot day today. It's 90 degrees inside here. It's probably hotter up there. So I'm gonna start putting those collar ties in. Like those there, I gotta put them on this section here. I think I have enough material to do it. Actually, I know I have enough material to do it because I'm going to be taking out some of these ceiling joists so I can use the old material for that. Sorry, had a hiccup. So that's what we're going to work on. So all up in here, I got to make ties in there, just like up there, across on here. And it'll be a different measurement. Hopefully I get it all figured out right and do all the math right and whatnot. And I kind of want to get those all in up there before I do these ceiling joists in here, because I got 1, 2, 3, 4 ceiling joists in here to replace, and those are what are tying side to side of the house together on the roof. So if I put the collar ties in first up there, those will help keep it from wanting to spread also as I'm changing these out. So maybe I'll do that. I'll go up, get that math figured out, and see what I have for material to cut them beforehand. Maybe at least do these 4, and then I can cut these out, and then I can make a couple out of some of these. Because these are okay, they're just bowed and bent. And those don't matter if they're bowed. Those are just pulling side to side. So let's shuffle a couple of things down and out of the way over here, and we'll get started. All right, a couple more new sticks up there. Put 5 of them up. I was able to make 6 out of the spare material I have. So I was able to make 6. So I kept 1 as a template, and I put 5 up there. So that should hold that together a little better. Yeah, those are up there. So that should hold those. Now I can work on cutting this one, this one, this one, and this one free. And then that'll probably be another tie up there, and then chunks off of these old ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 more out of those. And I think I need 7 in total. So maybe once these are down, maybe I'll be able to just scab enough where maybe today I could do all these ceiling joists and all the collar ties. Let's see how it works out. But I'm going to work on starting to cut these things free. Not quite sure on how I want to approach it just yet, but we're going to approach it. Let's see what happens. Sorry, I'm off my game. Left you guys over there in the closet after I cut those off and came over here and started pulling them all down and breaking all the nails free from the far side and all that stuff. Sorry guys, missed a little bit of action, but we're making progress. That's the main thing here. Let's get back to it. All right, well, all those ceiling joists are up in place, and I thought I ran out of boards to make the last of the collar ties. I needed 2 more, and I was kind of bummed I was gonna have to make a run just for those, which I wasn't gonna bother doing today. But I just remembered I saved a bunch of the old roof rafters out back, so I grabbed 2 of those. I'll cut 2 of them out of those, and we'll just tag them in with that. I mean, with wood, right? As long as it's not rotted. So I haven't tied all these stubs that are going up to the roof just yet, because I want to block this down the middle, so I level up the roof, the ceiling as much as possible, and then I'll tag those on very last, and then all these ceiling joists will be done. So let's start cutting those last couple of collar ties, see how that wood looks once I cut it down. We'll go from there. All right, so we're gonna work on here. Alexa, pause. Sorry, don't want to get a flag for music playing in the background. So all those collar ties are in, all the way up, all the way back to the end. You can see one of the old boards back there. So all those collar ties are in, all the ceiling joists are in. So that's huge. So now I got to work on all the blocking down the middle. And I measured the room, it's 12 feet wide, 6 feet is in the center. One of those boards right there is 6 feet long, so I'm just gonna put that against the edge and just mark as I go, mark the center line, and then we'll start cutting some blocking and fitting some blocking in. Hopefully it goes smooth. Not a fan of blocking, of all the different, because they're all different lengths every time. Every bay is a different length. So we'll get through it, we'll get it done. Oh, that was a disruption. Friend Holly and Ken just stopped over and dropped off some homemade whoopie pies. Consider that a win. And I'm gonna get back to this 1, 2, 3, 4 more blocks, and we'll be done with the blocking. That's where I want my stopping point tonight. All right, we're calling it. I am thoroughly sweaty. It's after 8 o'clock at night. We got the 4 ceiling joists in. We got all the blocking in. The blocking's not finalized and nailed. It's all screwed in with 1 screw because I got to go around and I got to nail a ton of stuff. So I'm going to leave that along with, I got to do that, and I got to nail all those collar ties and everything. So not enough time in the day to be messing with that right now, and I'm starving. So we'll just nail all that. But tedious, cutting, fitting, everything's in. All the collar ties are in. All these ceiling joists are in. All the blocking's in. So I'll consider that a victory of a day from being in a slump for a while. So we'll call that a win for today. Tomorrow, not sure if I'm going to continue with some more of the framing in here because there's a bunch of little things to tidy up. I don't know if Chris is coming out tomorrow. He said he might, but he's waiting on a delivery. So that'll kind of depend on which way I go. If he's not coming, I'll probably work on the framing because that's like slow, tedious. That's not satisfying for somebody to be here all day doing. So yeah. So anyway, we're calling it a day. Thanks for stopping in, checking in again. I appreciate you guys. And let's hope tomorrow we keep some motivation going. We'll keep the momentum. We need the momentum. I could be out of that camper by the winter.